Hey there, tech enthusiast. I know you are looking for a set of problems which will give you a better idea to crack your pseudo code, whichever come in your system engineer Infosys hiring drive. As I recently uploaded a video there, I told you you will get this many sets of pseudo question for sure. So we will cover the previous year unique and most repetitive type of pattern in this video. So there is a small request. Do I have a pen paper with you so that you can solve when I was dictating the question and moving forward to the next question. And for every right option, please mark +1 for you and let me know how many marks you got in the end. Okay, so let's begin with the very first question. Given the pseudocode for performing binary search in an array. Okay, so we need to perform binary search in an array. Elements sorted in ascending order. Okay, so first check is totally clear that if array is sorted, then only I can apply binary search. Otherwise, I am not able to. So what operation must be implemented in the third? Okay, the third point is empty and we need to choose it. Okay, so that the execution of binary search is successful. Okay, so let's have a look on a binary search. It might be you forget or it been long, you refer the binary search algo. So let's take in pretty good example. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say you have 5 element and you got the mid as let's say 3 and the left pointer has been initialized to the left extreme and right pointer is initialized to the right extreme. Great. And how I got to know about mid? It is very easy, guys. You have total 5 elements. 5 by 2 will end up getting you 2 if you remove the decimal parts. Okay, so 3. The simple part it is, let's say you need to find k4 at the very first test case. Okay, so you know that 4 is totally greater than 3. So anytime I found that my mid, whatever element that my mid is pointing to, if it is less than my given k, I need to traverse on the very right side or right side subarray, not in the left, because left is totally less than the given mid. Is it? And similarly, in the second test case, if I found that I need to found 3 and my mid is 3 and my k value, which is 2, okay, that I just told, okay, 2. So yes, if this is the case, I need to shift towards my left subarray and finding the given target that we need to. Okay, so this is a particular approach, and anytime your mid hits to the k that you're looking for, you need to return the mid. So these are the few conditions that I talk about, the overview of a binary search. Okay, so middle element should be compared with x. Okay, the first criteria would be this, so that we'll get to know whether that is pointing to the mid element, the target element is equivalent to the mid element, or we need to shift our pointers. Okay, so if x and the middle element match, we return the middle index. Okay, the first criteria has been done. So this we need to find. So else x is smaller than the middle element. Okay, so x is smaller than the middle element. So x is the element and x element that we need to find. Okay, so x is the element that we need to find. So in this case, it would be k, smaller than the middle element. So smaller than the middle element. So what would be the case? It is this case. Okay, so we will be on the left half. As I wrote, if that's case, the second case hits, we need to search on the left side. And definitely in the other case, we need to check that my x should be greater than m. Is it? So we need to find the option which has greater. So greater comes here, greater is also there. So n equals and less. So these two options is invariant as respective to this problem. And what would be the right option? So let's begin. Else, if x is greater than the middle element, as I am looking for the same, my x is greater than the middle element for same I'm looking for. So if that's the case, I need to move towards my right. So then x only lie in the right half subarray after the middle element. Okay, great. So this is the point that I was totally looking for, because it satisfies the case that we actually formed on the given test case. Okay, so yeah, first is the right option. Let's see. Yes, the first is a very right option. Please +1 mark if you mark this question right, and if you're not able to, please brush up your binary search, because in the exam you can expect, okay, what would be the time complexity of binary search, what principle do binary search follows. So these types of question can be formed if binary search question has been asked in the previous year. Okay, so now let's talk about the output based problem, where you need to predict the output of the given pseudocode if the value of number is 6. So number is given to us, which is 6. So k2, i2, now while I is less than equivalent to number k, okay, got it. So actually what you need to do, you need to keep on multiplying k, initializing the k value, and keep on incrementing I value until unless you falls this particular while condition. Okay, so in the very first beginning, this k will become 4 because my 2 is less than 6. Is it? Now it becomes 8. Now it becomes 3. Okay, let me do it again. Okay, without any mess. So number is 6, so 6. Okay, great. So 2 is less than equivalent to 6. Yes, then please reinitialize your 2. Okay, so k will be reinitialized to 4. Fantastic. Now my I equivalent to I plus 1, so I will become 3 now. Now in the next step, 3 is less than equivalent to 6. Yes, for sure. So mine becomes 12 and it becomes a 4 now. Is it? Now 4 is less than equivalent to 6. Yes. So it becomes 48 and it becomes 5. So similarly, you need to perform this task until unless like 2 more steps has been left. So you need to perform that. I know it is bit multiplication subs has been involved and it will take you a few more seconds. That's it. But when you solve this fully, you will end up getting the answer as 1440. Okay, so as you can see, the full explanation where I 2 into 2 is 4, then I incremented, then again it become 4, then 48 where I solved till now, and 240 afterwards, then 1440 in the last. And at 7, the loop will be terminated and the k value will have 1440 as the answer. So plus 1 mark if you mark this question right. Okay, what will happen for the below pseudocode? Set integer res. So my res is being equivalent to 0. Great. So res minus minus. So it becomes -1. Display res. Okay. The display has been done. -1 has been printed. So res plus plus. Now -1 plus 1 will become 0. Neutralize the whole condition. Now what my while says, res is greater than equivalent to 0. Okay. So 0 is equivalent to 0. Yes, it is. So what I can see actually is we are decrementing it, then we are incrementing it, which makes itself a neutralized condition. Then we'll keep on printing my res and my do while will stuck into the infinite condition. Okay, so this is the particular thing will happen with the pseudocode. Let's hop towards the options, which is making sense. The program will not enter the loop. No, it will enter because it's a do while. Code will run infinite number of times, okay, which makes sense. Code will execute and the value of res will be displayed once. No, it is not displayed once. It displayed many times, like infinite times. Code will execute and the value of res will be displayed twice. No, it is not. So the right option that we are looking for is option B. So 2 is the right option. Again, guys, plus 1 mark if you mark this question right. Massive success rate in Cognizant, Capgemini, TCS and QT, and much more, Mindtree and stuff. How? Because candidate opt for 1 hour of technical section or HR managerial round of mock interview. Yes. Whole extensive interview will be around 1 hour to 1.5, where we'll let you know your resume issues and the personalized feedback, where we'll give you how you need to improve yourself, where you are lagging, what is your weak zones and how you can improve it, what all notes that you need to refer it, and how you can ace your upcoming interviews as well, because there would be a doubt solving guidance. The thing that you think of, you will get everything in this particular mock session. For that, you just need to head out to www.primecoding.in. You will get your respective cards and hit on any of the company that you are targeting for the interview opportunity you got, because in Prime Coding will transform your interview opportunity into an offer letter so that you can make your parents proud. Okay, so instead of spending 100, 200, 300 stuffs celebrating with your friends and stuff, please invest it in yourself, check your knowledge and ace your opportunity so that you can celebrate not only for 300 and 400, you will start celebrating for 1000 and 2000. Yes, because hundreds of investment can create a return of lakhs of rupees. So do check this out. Now, what is the output of the below pseudocode? Great. Set value. Okay. So space into 10. Great. Now print value. Now if you are from Python, you might think, Aditya, in this code, why they wrote 100, say 20, 10, 200? Because if you are a Python guy, then definitely you think, okay, 10 spaces will be printed. No, but it is not a Python language. It is a pseudocode, guys. And space here has something to it, which is the ASCII value. Okay, any string and you don't find anything in the question that making sense, do focus on the ASCII stuff now. Now space has the ASCII value of 32. Okay, 32. Great. So now 32 into 10 will end up having 320 in the last. I know this question a bit of tricky because most of the people not aware the actual ASCII value of everything. So as you can see, the previous year consists of ASCII values. So do study the table because it's uniform, okay? From 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till something it goes, but everything is a uniform pattern. You can guess out what would be the ASCII values of alphabet and the special characters. Why I took this question? Because to let you know, you need to study the ASCII table as well. If this opportunity will be there through on campus, like you need to go on college and write this exam. If it is online, I don't think so. I need to recommend you something. So yes, the 320 is the correct answer that we are looking for. And I know everyone would mark the question right. So +1 mark if you mark this question totally right. So as the ASCII code for blank space is the decimal number 32, thus 32 into 10 will become 320 as I stated. What happens when the below pseudocode is executed? Now I can see guys, most of the time they ask you to predict the output stuff or predict the output or predict the errors or anything else you can expect for sure in an exam. Okay, so here I brought a few sets of problems. If you want me to create the playlist of all the pseudocode questions that you can practice for, do let me know in the comment section. I will definitely bring up more unique problems which will help you to get a good idea what type of question you can face in your exam as well. Okay, so set integer value is equivalent to 10. Great. So value is my 10 and integer salary is 0. Great. So value 10 is equivalent to 10. What is this case? It is totally a case will put your while loop into infinite because this condition will always be true, because in the body of the while loop I can't find something which manipulate the value of value keyword in this while body. Is it? Yeah. So what happened in this case? It will again stuck in the infinite loop. Let's see which option makes sense. Code executes successfully and the value of salary is displayed once. No, it is not. Displayed of salary will be on infinite times. Code executes successfully and nothing is displayed. No. Code executes successfully. The value of salary is displayed infinite times. Okay, this was the thing that I was fighting for. Now, compilation error. No, there could be not be there. Okay, so third is the right option. And if you mark this question right, please 1 marks for yourself. As the value of variable is value is not changing throughout the while loop. So while loop will not hit false condition. Also, it will never break. So I think you got the intuition behind this particular program and you might mark this question right. So now let's check out the next problem. Count the number of asterisks printed by given pseudocode when the input is 25. I got it, input as 25. So 25 is greater than 0. Yes, it is greater than 0. Now, what happened next here is this condition will trigger because it's a while loop and we need to perform continuously this set of conditions. Okay, so 25. Okay, those 3 stars will be printed at the very first iteration. Great. And at this particular point, it becomes 24 now because the input would be decremented by 1. I guess let's suppose the input is here. Okay, out of the all conditions. Otherwise, it will stuck into the infinite loop. I guess yes. So 24. Great. So 24 will come up here now. Okay. So what is the key difference here? Okay. So if you add 12 plus 12, it will give you 24. Is it? So again, 12 iteration will go into 2. Why 2? Because at every iteration will end up printing 2 asterisks. So it becomes 24 in this particular case. Now 24 plus 3, it becomes 27. Till now, we printed 27 stars. And my input will become 12 at this particular time because at this stage, it will be terminated. Fantastic. Now I have 12. From 0 to 12, I again go 12 times. So, or I would say it, okay, will go 12 times. Yes. So now, it will print again set of 12 stars. So how many stars we end up having? We end up having 39 stars. Is it? So yeah, I guess. So you need to think that the input is out of the else if else condition and you end up having the asterisk value as 39, which makes sense because it could be the print mistake. But yeah, this could be the solution. So yes, let's check. Yeah, yes. So 39 is the right option of this problem. Do assume that input is out of the boundary because sometimes this cases happens in your exam too. Okay, so you don't need to leave this question. because if it is wrong, you will definitely get grace marks. But if it is not wrong, okay, because you will not get whether this problem is right or wrong, or whether you got a grace mark or not. So try to figure out by looking the option. I can see the option. These option doesn't contain any infinite loops. So how I can mark that? So yes, every option has a number, which means we need to find a number into this particular question. So how it would be, if my input is out of the body, then only I can end up having some numbers into my hand. Okay, so I did the same and I found 39. So you can again +1 marks if you mark this question right. Let's check out this problem. Count the number of hashtag, okay, printed. Count the number of hash printed, great, for m equivalent to 0 to 14. Okay, so m equivalent to 0 to 14 I need to go. And for n equivalent to 0 to 14. So if I get into this n loop will go till 14 times, don't you think? Yes, it will go till 14 times. I would say 15 times, because 0 to 14 will contain 15. 15 times hash should be printed. Okay, and how many times this 15 hash should be printed? Till my 5 times. Means 0 to 5 if I go, which means 6 times. 6 loops will be there. And in that 6 loops, 15 times it will print the hashtags. So how many hashtags will end up printing? So 6 into 15 will give me the answer. So 5 times is 30, so 0, 3, and 6 times 1 is 6, and 6 plus 3 is 9. So total number of 19 hashtag I will print. So yeah, I can see second is the option that I'm looking for, and it is the right option as well. Great. Now, +1 marks if you mark this question right. Count the number of hash printed. Now, I think you can do this problem for sure by yourself, don't you think? Because it is for x equivalent to 0 to 8, do for y. So I know that it is the same pattern. So this is an homework for you. But let me know the correct answer in the comment section. So now let's discuss the problem. What will be the output of the following pseudocode? Okay. X, Y, Z has been given to us, which is 4, 3, 1. Fantastic. Now let's see, we have two conditions. If X right shift Z minus 1. So what we have X as we have 4, and it will be right shift by Z minus 1. So Z is 1, so it will be 0. So it will remain as it is. 4 will remain as it is. Okay. And Y. Y right shift or left shift. Y left shift to Z plus 1, which is 2. Or what is the current value of Y? Current value of Y is 3. Do we need to find this left shift and right shift? It will make sense? No. Because if you do this, you got the response from the first condition is 4. But if you do this, you will end up getting some large number as compared to 3. Okay, as compared to 3, you will get a greater number. So if you find out, let's say you got as 8, let's say you got as 12. So 4 and 12 will give you some numeric number itself, is it? So this if condition will remain true for any condition, for any number, is it? So this condition will act now, but here I can see there is no C. So if this happens in your exam, you need to eliminate or ignore C, because you can't see there is an error in this particular problem. So please remove C. So you think, okay, C is not initialized, so nothing will happen. My X value will remain as it is. So if my X value is remain as it is, so 4 minus, what is Y? Y is 3 plus 1. So what you will end up getting it is, because 4 minus 3, which is 1 plus 1, which is 2. Now, I found this question from one of the website where this was written. I also get confused what would be the answer. But yes, there it is written that if no values has been given in the pseudocode, you need to ignore it. So please, you need to ignore such conditions and try to mark the right option in this particular pseudocode will generate. And yes, you can see the right option is 2. So what will be the output of the given pseudocode if n equivalent to 10? Okay, so n equivalent to 10. Reinitialize I into 5. So I will be 5 here. Sum to 0. Okay, great. So my I is 5. My sum is 0 as question states. And my n is 10. Increase sum by I. Increase sum by I if my I is less than n. Great. Increment I. Now my I becomes 6 here. Now again my 6 is less than 10. Yes. So 6 plus 5. Okay. Because again I need to increment my sum by I. So it becomes 11 here. And I need to increment 7. Great. Still 7 is less than 10. Great. It is. So it becomes 18 now. And it will become 8. Now again I need to add it up because 8 is less than 10. So 18 plus 8. How much it will be? It will be 26. 6, I guess. Yes, it will be 26. So, and it will become 9 here. So 9 is less than 10. Yes, it is. It is less than 10. So 9 plus 26 would be 4. You need to give 4, then it becomes 30, then 35. Okay, great. So 35 and it becomes 10 now. So now 10 is less than 10. No, now at this particular point of time, it will terminate our while loop and we'll end up writing the sum. So sum I have with me is 35. So mark the 35 as a right option and bingo. Yes, 35 is the right option. Please +1 marks if you mark this question right. Now, thanks for watching this video and let me know whether you need these types of series so that I can bring up more problems, unique problems which will help you to crack your system engineer role. It comes after 2 years. So definitely try to crack this particular opportunity because this opportunity doesn't have coding questions in their way. So let's meet you with a new series of this particular video if you demand it in the comment section. Please like this video, share it with your friends so that your friend can also crack this particular opportunity, and we'll meet you with a new video soon.